Hey, it's Dr. Karen. Happy Sunday. So many people have been really concerned and worried. They're asking me, should I be worried? Because of some of the reports coming out about the inoculation. And my stance is always about worry is not a good place to be in, no matter what camp you're in. Worry and fear and all those kinds of things, as you know, are low vibrational states. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be concerned for sure and inquisitive and curious and all those things, right? Those are not necessarily low vibrational frequencies, but people don't really know where to turn because on the one hand, they're seeing these reports on mainstream media about, vaccine hesitation, that we can't get to herd immunity if not enough people accept the vaccine. And then there are other reports from other sites, maybe not mainstream media, and some are, about, is this going to create super spreaders if we do this whole mass vaccination thing, like Gert Van Bosch said, or, Dr. Michael Yeadon, talking about this is a terrible idea. I think, this could definitely be bad for you if you get the vax. On the other hand, there's some reports about, blood clotting and things like that. I think, all pharmaceuticals have a potential for side effects. Interestingly, as far as natural medicines go, we find, and I'm a medical doctor, I'm a doctor of light medicine, and have some experience, obviously, in conventional medicine because that's how I was trained. What we can create in the lab. Okay, so what we can create in the lab, especially in the pharmaceutical industry, where we can't really patent anything if it's natural, so we have to kind of fiddle around with it a little bit so we can patent them, right? The body does not necessarily see these things as harmonious, generally speaking, harmonious. So it has to use some extra energy to kind of figure out what to do with this stuff. Now, there's, of course, herbal remedies and things like that. Now, can you have harm from herbal remedies? Yeah, you can. I mean, a lot of them are incredibly safe. But if an herbal remedy is, for whatever reason, grown in a place that has arsenic in the soil or something, could you get arsenic poisoning? Yeah, potentially. Probably pretty rare. We, have about 400,000 reports of, deaths from pharmaceuticals used even properly, and that's a lot of people. However, it's possible, right, to have, negative effects from herbal medications if you OD. One time I was doing a detox and I was taking these herbal remedies and, doing a colon cleanse, everything like that. I'd done a great colon cleanse and it went really well. So I thought, I'm going to do the rest. So I did all these herbal remedies. Oh my gosh, I got totally constipated. And I started feeling some joint discomfort, not really joint, it was like fascia. I now recognize fascia discomfort. And what it was that I didn't have enough minerals to detoxify myself. So the herbs were kind of forcing my body to detoxify when I didn't have enough minerals to be able to do the job. Now, of course, now that I muscle test and all those kinds of things, this is something I could really, have corrected very quickly. But at the time, I didn't know. So it is possible to have harm with anything. Generally speaking, it's not death, okay? Can pharmaceuticals cause death? Yeah, of course. Even when it's not an overdose, it can. It's been documented. It's not like, really news. Maybe people don't know about that. So, so pharmaceuticals do tend to not work with the harmony of the body. So the body has to use extra energy to kind of process it. Now, on the other hand, like homeopathy is very interesting because it's pretty much vibrational medicine. And so people generally don't have any, side effects or complications from that. Could you get the wrong remedy? Yeah, I suppose you could. I'm not a homeopath. I have many friends that are, so you can ask them. But it's really, really rare. And you certainly never heard of anybody being killed by homeopathy. And then we have other types of natural therapies. And, so, people ask me, well, what about, people getting things passed to them? They're saying all these thousands of women reports from all over are talking about, their menstruation cycles being completely whacked out after their partner or their coworkers have gotten the, you know what, right? And I thought, well, that's curious. That's interesting. Um, is something shedding? Well, the thing is, you're not really creating a virus in the body when you're getting jabbed. So it's not the virus that is shedding. So if there is something shedding, it's not the virus. I can tell you that. But these reports have come from all over, people that don't know each other, right? But they're coming from all these different sources. So I believe this is a real phenomenon. Even somebody that I know personally, her daughter just, went through a very heavy, painful period, and some women are getting periods for 20 days and 30 days. What does this really mean in the long term? We're not really sure. Some, people that are very concerned about experimental medications and drugs like this are concerned about fertility. I mean, there definitely is a mechanism potentially that it could affect fertility. There have been miscarriages associated with, we can't say it's caused by, associated with getting the jab. And which I feel, very sad, obviously for the people that have gone through that. So it's like, well, what can we do? What can we do, especially if you choose to say, hey, I don't want to get the jab, but what are you saying? Like, are there people being affected? So how do I protect myself, right? If I don't get it. And then the opposite, right? The people like, well, I believe totally in the jab, and these other loved ones are not getting it. So I'm worried, right? They're going to pass it to me or pass it to our elderly 90-year-old or whatever, right? So there's concerns on both sides. The really cool thing is when I tuned into Source, as you know, I'm a medical doctor of light medicine and intuitive and healer. And, Source is like, don't worry. Don't worry. The real cool thing is there are ways around everything. I know there are some healers out there, and there are some, really connected people out there that are saying what seems like really scary things out there, including like, the soul's leaving the body, you're getting more and more ungrounded and you can't get the soul back in. I'm like, sure you can. Maybe a little bit more challenging depending on what you're dealing with, right? But I'm like, there's always a possibility. There's always something we can create. If we are in the space of love, it can resonate the highest frequency and vibration. And here's the cool thing. One of the healers I listened to was very interesting. I got that most of what she said was actually correct. She and I agree on this one place is that if you are vibing at a high vibration, these things are not going to affect you in any negative way either side of the fence. The trick is the skill is how do you vibrate at that high level, right? Consistently. How much do you need to vibrate at that level? And then you can affect positively your loved ones and those around you, including those that maybe don't know how to do this or maybe are weaker in that space. Maybe their spiritual immune systems or energetic immune systems or even physical immune systems are lower than yours. If you vibrate at the highest frequency, you can actually positively affect them just by you thinking about them or just by you being in the same space as them, your household, where you work. That is so exciting, right? So obviously on social media, I'm not going to be answering, some of these questions that, I just came back to Facebook. I'm not going to be answering some of these questions on social media, okay? Like, is the coronavirus really a virus? If it's not, what is it? Is it natural? Is it human manipulated? Was it an accident? Was it released by accident? Was it on purpose? Is it really that deadly? And how deadly is it? Are the injections going to save us or spread it or prevent us from spreading it, dying it? That I probably could tell you, but because that's like common knowledge. How come so many people are being diagnosed positive, with COVID-19 after being injected, right? So some of these are medical stuff. I'm not going to deal with it right today on this, but I'm more than happy to in a private setting. So speaking of private setting, so what's happening is that next week on Friday and Saturday, I'm doing a quantum jumping training program. It's 2 days, so it's 1:00 p.m. Eastern on Friday and Saturday. And it's part of the Divine Design training program, which answers quite a few of these questions. Now, of course, I'm tuning into Source, giving you and sharing with you what I'm getting, and all in that space of love and understanding. It doesn't matter, like I said, what side of the fence you're on. It doesn't matter. We can affect ourselves, each other, and our loved ones in a very positive way. Like, how empowered would you feel if you just knew, 3 minutes, I give you a 3-minute deadline, and you tell me exactly how happy your immune systems are. You know all three of your primary immune systems. If you know more, then you can tell me that too. Within 3 minutes time, like how empowering would that be? Right? So you don't have to worry, you know, probably don't need a mask because you just already know what it is. So when you see some of these other things happening, you are feeling safe and secure, calm and confident, no matter what happens, no matter what, you know, fear porn, whatever side, you know, people are saying stuff. And I think that's the other thing too, is when you're in that space of what I call auto healing and your light radius is positively auto healing you and others around you, you're better at discernment as well. Um, and am I perfect at discernment? No. Some days I'm just not, you know, not even, I'm just so busy. I'm like, but most of the time I'm getting better and better. So if there is something spicy, you know, that's on the internet or something, it's like, if I get into that auto healing state and I tune in, and I don't even have to read the whole article. In fact, I'm just usually just reading the first 2 lines. I can tell whether this is something I should be reading, not should be reading. Maybe I should be reading so I know what other people are reading. That's a good reason, right? And then I could tell the divine truth of that as well. But I have to be completely neutral, or else my opinion is going to jade that, you know, assessment. So I'm going to teach you all of this in my Divine Design Training plus Quantum Jumping. So the Divine Design Training program is a recorded program. I launched it last year. It was very, very popular, really talking about, you know, how to stay healthy in your immune systems, how to do muscle testing for you and your family members, how to do divine discernment, how to shift the frequency of your cell membranes so certain things don't attach. I won't say more. And then the quantum jumping is brand new. And as many people know, I don't do a lot of live stuff in terms of, you know, programs. A lot of my programs are already recorded. So this is the one opportunity you get to work with me as a group live. And the cool thing is that in the Divine Design Training and the quantum jumping, we're going to actually teach you how to get into that auto healing state, and then how to quantum jump to that brand new ideal reality that we all wish to be in together, meaning the reality where there is love, joy, peace, harmony, prosperity for all. And I know you might be like, is that even possible? And I'm here to say, absolutely yes. Yes. And you can either be a part of it or not. But I would love for you to understand and to be able to do quantum jumping. It's actually not hard. It's just a skill set, right? And you just practice that skill set like riding a bike. You practice it. So I want to share that with you. And if you have questions or concerns about, you know, the stuff we talked about earlier, some of the censored stuff, more than happy to share sources perspective during those live trainings. So I posted a link near this video of there is a You Wealth Revolution Telesummit interview. There is a replay of that 90-minute interview with Darius on You Wealth Revolution. If you want to learn more about the Divine Design Training Program and quantum jumping, there's more information there. That is a free replay through, I believe, Sunday, August the 25th, tomorrow. It was supposed to end last weekend, but they said it's been really popular. People asked for replays, so they let it keep going for another week. Yes. So it's still up and running as of this moment. And there's actually even a little mini extra bonus there. It's just an audio healing of the regeneration that I had a couple of years ago. And they said, hey, can we post this freebie on there so people can experience some of your work like really quick? I'm so sure. Yeah, absolutely. So, so if you go to the website where it talks about the program, it has the replays. There's actually that little bonus there that you can just click play and then feel how it feels in your body, right? If it resonates with you, if it feels good, you know, that's probably your body saying yes. So in the Divine Design Training Program, I have a package A and package B. Package A is less money. It's $99. Normally, this program without the live component is $222. So the package A actually is the recordings that don't include the quantum jumping live, but after we record those, you'll be given those as well. Package B includes the live classes with me and the healing sessions with me, and includes me doing work on you during those sessions. And from the point that you buy the program and activate the first video in the program, all you need to start watching it. Once you start watching it, then you're put in my healing basket. Now, if you don't want to be in my mini healing basket, that's fine as well. You just tell the universe, nope, I don't want to be in your healing basket. That's all you need to do. So the healing basket is where the universe and I will actually do mini healings on you every single day through May 1st. So I know some people have that came in early on last week, or the 12th, when I did the launch. They say they were having a little bit too intense healing reactions, so asked to be out of the healing basket. I totally get it. That's totally okay. This is very quick and powerful work. We did add a little healing in there to minimize any sort of healing reactions to people. Some people do detox heavily when they first start this work, but for people that have been following me or have been doing some Topican healing already, usually you will not have that happen for you. So you can always pop in and pop out with healing basket. You just need to tell the universe, whenever you're in or out. I just do these mini healings usually once to twice a day, and that'll be through May 1st. So the package B people, it'll also include your household family members. So you're going to be filling out a form after you check out with obviously your name, but the names of the people in your household that you have permission for me to do healing on. So those are people over age 18. I need the permission. If it's your child and you're the guardian, I do not need permission. I just need their name. Doesn't need the last name. First name's fine. And some people asked if we could do healing on the pets. I'm like, sure, what the heck, right? So you can put your pets' names in there as well, but they do have to be household family members because we're going to use your local light radius to help heal them. One of the questions that has come up, do I have to be there live on the call to receive? No, you do not. It's great if you can be, but you do not, and your family members do not all have to huddle around one computer to watch it. No. So all I need is one family member, okay, one family member to watch either the replay or the live to do the healing on the whole family. So I just want to clarify that one piece. And package B is, what is it? 147, 149, something like that. And again, normally without the quantum jumping sessions, it's normally $222. So we're adding those two live sessions next week, April 30th, May 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern. They're about 90 minutes each. And like I said, we will make time to answer some of these spicier questions, which we cannot answer on social media for obvious reasons, and do our best to, channel source and get whatever answer it is and do healing around that. So some people want to know, how they can neutralize maybe nanotechnology in their bodies that they don't want there anymore. Yes, we'll deal with that. Neutralizing any negative vibrations related to any sort of pharmaceuticals, we can do that as well. We'll show you how to do that. So I'd love for you to be part of it. If you've already gotten the Divine Design Training Program last year, you're going to get the recordings of the quantum jumping sessions free as my bonus and gift to you. What will happen is after we do the live sessions and record them, we'll put them on a special page for you to go access them and download them. If you want to come in live to the sessions, what we did was we just expanded the ability for us to be able to bring more people in. So I had already sent you an email that if you're already part of the Divine Design Training family from last year, also just look in your email address for an upgrade link. And then you can click that, pay that amount to be part of the live. And again, we will include all your family members and all that kind of stuff, no extra charge. So I'm super excited about that. I did put the link near this video if you want to check out the program, check out the free regeneration MP3 that you can just listen to, receive the healing, see how that feels. If you have any other questions related to the program, you can definitely post it in the comments underneath or near this video. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and read some of the comments that I see here live. Valerie says, you look great. Oh, thank you. My no makeup look today. Actually, the light in here is not working. So it's this weird, not weird. You're not a weird light. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. It's this light box that I bought for camera stuff. So it's very bright. Valerie, are you talking about yes, I am. Ali, good morning. Dr. Karen, greetings from Malaysia, right? Malaysia? Yay. Valerie also says, my friend knows someone in Israel who is paralyzed from the jab. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Marion. Okay. The other one says Facebook user. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't see your names on this StreamYard system. Donna. My brother's golf partner, age 55, stroked out after number 2. Oh, healthy, slightly overweight. He's now been put in a nursing home. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Valerie says, great offering, Dr. Karen Can. You are welcome. That's awesome. Yes, Donna, it's very sad. Hey, Jordan, Chicago. Yes, thank you, Taylor. Taylor put the link in again. Oh, your hair looks great. Yeah, you know what's really funny about hair? I was just thinking of this yesterday. So yesterday we had the Effie Awards, which is like a book publishing award, and we had already filmed our little blurb about each of the the books we're in. I happened to be in I think the only one there that had 2 #1 best-selling books in the same that same time frame. So they had 2 interviews with me, and my hair was perfect for both of them. And my hair's been a little crazy lately because I'll just wash it and then like I'll forget that I washed it, and it's like right. And but you know what? It's like my hair knows when I'm on camera for these like interviews, because like that's very professional. It's an award ceremony, right? And I was like, man, my hair looks good today for this award ceremony. I literally was putting makeup on like 5 minutes before the award ceremony. It was funny. Anyway, so I was like, wow, my hair looks really good. Cool. Greasy, but good. But you didn't know that, right? Okay, great. Maria says, program sounds great. I want to do it. Yay, that'd be great. That is awesome. Yeah, so I'd love to have you in it. Some of these spicier questions, I've been talking with my crew at the International Academy of Universal Self-Mastery. So we have like a weekly chat, 12:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. And, anybody can join it. It's actually a school. So it's sort of like Hogwarts online for spiritually conscious people. It's like $10 a month to be part of it. You have access to all these different groups and coaching and free training, and then there's paid programs as well in there. So it's basically like I'm faculty in the school. So it's sort of like a school. We have we're doing a student council, we're doing a faculty council, we're doing meet and greets, and we're doing a big launch in June anyway. But if you actually want to talk to me about your specific situation, now I don't do testing or healing per se. It's really a conversation, right? So I'll give you examples of what people are saying, what some of my doctor colleagues are saying, especially the ones that are censored, because otherwise you wouldn't know where to find them, right? And then we'll kind of distill it down. And I think maybe Marian, you can tell people, because I think you're in that group, but I think most of the time people might come in to I call them take 20s. So take 20 chat each week and be a little bit perturbed about what's going on and their family members. A lot of people were feeling very peer pressured, or their work, about the, what. And, from that space, actually created some things due to their suggestions. They're like, well, I don't know what to say. I said, well, would it help if I gave you a script? And she's like, yes. Stella said, yes. So I made a script. Okay, that's posted in the Light Warrior Network, how to say no nicely script. And then I made a PDF document. It's very neutral, so it's not pro or anti-vax at all. It pretty much is, here are some 10 facts you should know beforehand, and if you're okay with that and still want to get it, awesome. At least this information, right? So it's not laden, at least to my perception, laden with a bunch of judgment in it. And then the other document I'm going to be creating is going to take me a little bit longer. Well, anyway, you'll see. You'll see. But again, from the inspiration for our Take 20 chat. So if you do want to just chat with me, in our little group, right now it's little, there's like 25 people in the group, members, and we usually get about 4 to 6 every Wednesday that we just get together and see what's up, because there's new stuff that keeps happening every week. So we get to talk about all things censored in that safe space, where we don't have to worry about, the platform that I'm on right now. All right, fantastic. So thank you so much for joining me on a Sunday. I hope if you haven't listened to the interview with Darius, I hope you listened to it. I had a blast. Darius had a blast. We had a lot of amazing positive comments and feedback from there. There's a great little download in that the interview. We did your 55 plus resiliency code downloads there as well. And like I said, on the website page where it has my name, it actually has the regeneration as well, which is a little freebie that they're gifting this weekend. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know if, normally the replays come down after the person has launched for that week, and then they come down. But for me, they've held it for another week. So you never know, they might hold it for another week. I don't really know. So it kind of depends on popularity, right? So I'm good either way, but I just want to let you know, lucky us, you can still listen to the interview if you have not already. And I highly recommend that you do, because it's absolutely free to listen to right now. So yes, Sandra just signed up. Woo woo! Hey Sandra, hey Sandra, hey Sandra. Okay. Taylor says yay. So thank you, and thanks Taylor for being on here as well. Taylor's my awesome assistant. Yeah, so we want to see you on the other side, and like I said, if you have any questions about the program, and you're listening to this on the replay, you just write replay in the comments. And if you have any other questions related to the program or anything we talked about on Darius's interview, just write your question in the comments. Certain things, as you can imagine, I cannot answer, at least publicly, but if I can, I will put it on there. All right. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye, guys.